Welcome. This is Tanea here with the Create the Space to Inspire Challenge. I'm so glad that you're here. On day one, we're starting with an exercise that I use when I start working with any of my private clients, with any of the people who go through my course. It's an exercise that is incredibly important to get clarity around before you move forward. Without the clarity that you'll get in this exercise, you'll kind of be like a leaf blowing in the wind. You won't have a purpose or a direction. And this exercise is what gives you purpose and direction and motivation and inspiration for what will come in the days ahead. I'm so excited to share it with you. Today and day one, we're getting really clear on your why, what it is you really yearn for in your life. And this is the time to allow yourself to dream big, to visualize and get really clear around what it is that you want your life to look like. We don't always allow ourselves to dream this big, maybe because we're not sure how we're going to get there or it seems unattainable. But those are the fears that hold us back from those big dreams, from realizing those big dreams. And the first step toward actualizing the big dreams, any desire you have in life, any goal, is to get really clear on why you want it, how you're going to feel when you get there. And this will help you understand why it is you do what you do, why you push past struggles, or why you uncover limiting beliefs, even though that sort of stuff can be challenging, why you take yourself out of your comfort zone to improve the way that you experience your life. So we're going to get really clear on that over the next few days. So why is this so important? What does this allow you to do? We tend to, as human beings, get stuck in this place where we're sort of happy, where it's comfortable, but it's not expansive, it's not spacious, it's not joyful. And if you want to get to that place of expansion, of space, of joy, then you have to presence your why, because it's not going to happen on your own. You can't think, I'm really unhappy here, and expect to get to a place where you're really happy without presencing where you want to go, why you want to be there. So we had this tendency to be really good at staying in our comfort zone, where maybe our relationship is okay, it's not stellar, where you feel okay in your body but not great, where your friendships are present but not filling you up. And we have this tendency to do that because it can be a little bit scary to explore what you really want your life to look like. We all have this tendency to allow those fears to hold us back. We have this fear that maybe if I explore that or take those puzzle pieces apart a little bit, it's all going to dissolve. My relationship is okay, but if I really uncover the veil and look at what I truly want, I might realize that this isn't it. And that can feel scary. And that fear holds us back from stepping into our truth, which is really the only place where you can find true happiness. So in order to get to that joyful, expansive place, you have to be okay stepping out of your comfort zone. And to do that, you need to be really clear on where you want to be and why, or it will be really easy to just slide back into your comfort zone. Your reason, that place where you want to be, has to be so desirable that you will go through some pain of change to get there. I like to use the metaphor of a GPS. We have this navigational system often in our cars or on our phones that can help us get to the place where we want to go. Maybe we're driving across the country and we don't have the address of where you want to go. Well, your navigational system can't help you get there unless you put in that end address. And so what we're doing today is we're getting as much clarity as possible around that end result so that you can put an address into your navigational system and it can help you get there. You might not know every step along the way, but you'll know the next step when it's time to take the next step. And the more clarity that you can get around what you want your life to look like, how you want to feel in your everyday life, the more clarity you have around that, the easier it is to get there. And sometimes you get that clarity as you go along. It's like driving across the country and knowing the city where you're going to go, but maybe not the actual address of the place in that city. Well, for a long time, you're going to be able to get towards that city. And as you get closer, you're going to have to get really clear on what that end address is. And if you're driving across the country and you know what state you're going to, then you might be able to get there with relative ease. But the clearer that end result is, the easier it is to get there. There's really fascinating science around the neuroscience of beliefs and the neuroscience of dreams, and how every time you vision this desired future, you're actually creating a new neural pathway that's going to help you get there. And every time you envision that future, in the morning when you're meditating, at night when you're going to sleep, during your day when you're having a hard moment, and you just think, I'm doing this because I know that this is going to be a really fun place to be. Every time you envision that future, you're actually strengthening that neural pathway to get there, and it makes it easier for you to achieve that desire. It's fascinating and fantastic, because all you have to do right now is get the clarity around where you want to go and envision that. So this is not always easy in the beginning. It doesn't come naturally to everyone. So I'm giving you a few different ways to access this why, this where you want to go. You can use all of them. You can use just one. The deeper you go, the more clarity you get today and over the next few days and weeks and months, the easier it's going to be to live that life that you dream of. So take a look at the exercises that I'm providing for you today. One is a simple circle of life exercise that's paired with a perfect day audio visualization that's about 10 minutes long. I recommend that for all of you. It's a nice time to sit and help you envision that desired reality. And the second piece is a piece of dream work that's a series of questions that can help connect you to your true desires and your purpose in life, and how you want to feel, how that boils down to how you want to feel. Both of those exercises are really important in getting your why, and really all it's going to require of you is probably 20 or 30 minutes of sitting down with a cup of your favorite drink. I love this day. It's such good clarity as we come up on the end of the year and come up on this holiday season. We start to think about what we've accomplished over the year and what we did well, what happened for us this year, and what we want for next year. It's really helpful clarity to get this time of year when things are coming to an end. So soak this up, settle in with your favorite cup of your favorite drink, and give yourself this gift of reflection. And we'll see you tomorrow.